here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there was nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of the nightmare, but when I stopped to see those eyes begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes down to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone among others. I've got to try it. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. And if I win tonight.
Before they go fast and start to power slide, we salute you with the big blocks, 4 wide, the ground-pounding, earth-shaking, window-rattling beast of the Northeast. It's the Big Block Modified Super Dirt Car Series.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our weekly race chat.
Adam Ross and Clinton Jeffrey are live and interactive every Tuesday night. Rivals Race Chat is your home for race discussion, debate, news, interviews, and more. They'll even take your questions and comments live on the air and talk to some of the newsmakers each week. Tune in every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on GeForce TV.
That's her first point. Yeah, Lucy Olson, talented sophomore. Lucy Olsen, she has her first point. Yeah, Lucy Olsen, talented sophomore.
All right, good evening, folks. We're here tonight for some Topside Tuesday Extreme Esports TV. They're bringing it to us here tonight. Man, I tell you what, I'll make sure I got their name right, by the way. I apologize to them. But, Topside Tuesday here. Yeah, no, Extreme E-Speed. I said E-Speed. My bad. Extreme E-Speed TV. Well, I'm Joe White up here for the Coast to Coast Racing Network. I want to welcome you here tonight, like I said, at a Topside Tuesday. Sponsor here at Extreme E-Speed TV. Joe White here from OSR Network. Well, we want to check out our Tim Chapman Racing pre-show just a little bit here. If you don't know who Tim Chapman Racing is, they bring all the action to the C2C for the Xfinity Series on Thursday nights. Topside Tuesday, hey, look, I'm new to the game here on this Topside Tuesday thing, but we got pro late models. Practice underway. We got about 5 to 6 more minutes here of it. No, we're not going to do 30-something minutes. Hurry. But we got about 5 to 6 or so minutes, so I'm going to let y'all sit here, watch a little bit of practice. But make sure you hit those likes and shares out there because we're live here on the Coast to Coast Racing League. You know, the Coast to Coast Racing League, you know, we bring out some of the great racing here on YouTube. Got a lot of great broadcasts out here. Also, Coast to Coast Racing Network on YouTube here. So check out the league on Facebook. Get signed up, c2crl.com. That's c2crl.com. They got a lot of great things too, because like the C2C Racing School, they have drivers and all. Hey, what's going on, Craig? I hear you. Going for you, good driver out there. Then they got the Steve King Foundation, Pace Truck. Steve King Foundation. He was formed to help the dirt track racing community across the country by providing financial assistance to drivers, crews, members, racing officials, track operations personnel, and the immediate families of those individuals who have suffered illness, injury, or death. And speaking of death, we lost one. I think it was Justin Owens here this past week or so. Going to keep him in our thoughts and prayers. Like I said, a few more minutes here of practice. Going to be a good season. We're going to kick this thing off Topside Tuesday. Next week we'll get all the action going on here. Got the Yoo-hoo machine out there right now, but hey, sit back, relax, check out all these boys, man. Practice right now. A few more minutes left. All right, let's grid these bad boys up. Flatline Racing here tonight. Man on pole, Brandon Templeton out front. We got Bobby Good starting there in second, Patrick Spangler third, Joe Muzawa. We'll just call him Moose like we've been calling him in fourth. Pat Boyce there in fifth, Jeffrey Kemper sixth, and Cody Graham starting in seventh. Here we go. Woo! Templeton and company up front. Be all the rage here tonight. Flatline Racing Bodies. Heat race number 1. Quality racing bodies produced by former NASCAR regional short track champion Dan Chapman in the iRacing hotbed of Clarence, Ohio. Check out Flatline Racing Bodies Heat Race 1. Green flag. We're out. Pro late models here for you. Templeton out front. Moose starting there in second, but he's got trouble with Spangler. Look at old Patrick trying to pull the high line on him. Actually, that's Moose, boy. Missed Spangler. Spangler went on the slide job. Slide job. Kemper right here now. He's going to try to see if he can harass on Moose a little bit. Everybody stand, man. Kind of good. Kind of quiet. Relapse here. Go. First time heat. Oh, almost up in it. A wall contact. Oh, Kemper's around. He took Spangler with him. Man, just like that. Templeton out front loving what he's seeing, though. That put old Boyce up here. Old Moose says, no, I'm not done yet. Oh, he gets up into the back end. Boyce does. Moose actually holds on to it. Are you kidding? Cody Graham. Man, action everywhere. White flag. Well, this track here tonight, this is a bull rig. Heat race 1's going to be Templeton, Graham, Moose, Boyce, Kemper, Spangler. Bobby Good rounding it out. Put us in here to heat race number 2, Lane and Mechanical. Lane and Mechanical, they're second to none, heating and air conditioning company in the Hamilton area. And a promise to their customers, they're going to have their own professionally trained Laneland specialists will bring their personally every step of the way. They guarantee their customer satisfaction from start to finish. So, every equipment sale, installation, and maintenance service call we making is backed 100% by them guys. Check them out. Let's grid it up. Out front. Alright, didn't want to bring up the thing. SDK's wanting to act a little crazy.
Green flag,
Alright,
green flag.
okay. Green flag! We're racing. Look at these boys out there grounding and pounding on each other. Got Mark right here. Gilbert sitting in the second place spot. Snipes is right there with him. Well, up on that wall high. Be careful, that thing will get out there and back you. Close stop the live stream after it hit the wall. Yeah, no doubt. That's sad. Freeze right behind them. Moose. This is Jacob Moose, by the way. Looking strong. Go get him, Mark. Mark right now, he's looking pretty good. Uh-oh, he's got trouble, though. Man, we were just talking about him, and guess what? Whamma. He hits the wall. Gilbert does. Man, not what we wanted to see. That is not what we wanted to see. And out there, boom, just like that. Done. Sticker's trying to catch up here to us. Warm up time. We'll be right back here in just a few, folks.
For Lucy Olsen, she has her first point. Yeah, Lucy Olsen, talented sophomore.
All right, folks, we're back here, and I want to make a correction to something that Langland Mechanical and Flatline Racing Body is from Clarence, Iowa, not Ohio. I don't know why I am stuck on Ohio, but it's Clarence, Iowa. Feature time here. Let's screw these boys up. It's out front. We got Brandon Templeton. We got Kurt Shatner starting in second. Cody Graham there in third. Steven Spies, he's starting in fourth. Oh, Joe Moose, he's up in the fifth. Randy Shreve starting sixth. Pat Boyce in seventh. Jacob Moose starting in eighth place. Jeffrey Kemper ninth. Zach Chapman there in 10th. Patrick Spangler 11th. Terry Edwards, he's starting in 12th. Bob DeGood 13th. And Mark Gilbert in the 14th place spot. Here we go. Solid. Going to be a good one. 30 laps. Let me hear who your driver is out there. Who you pulling for? Who you want to see win this thing? What's up, Robert? What we're racing? We have got Pro Late models right now. Topside Tuesday. Right after this, though, we're going to some asphalt racing with some trucks. We go from dirt to asphalt Got a little bit of something for everybody tonight. Gotta love it too. '56. Who's 56? Is that Randy Shreves? That's who I'm showing 56 is. Let me know
Green.
out in the comments. How you been doing, Robert? Robert Wagner. Green flag, here we go. Who's going to pull this thing off? Topside Tuesday tonight. Extreme E-Speed TV sponsoring us here, man. We're contacting the back already. They're wrecking upside down. We got cars flipping and flopping. Yellow flag out. Let's go see what happened. There's Cody on the Malcolm Mills replay here. And our salty dog caution out tonight. Boomer. Oh! They got contact. Yahoo got in there. Man went pancaked on top of him. Done. Well, a bunch of carnage. That's all I see. Wow. Wow. Trying to figure out 360 sprints. Hey, man, they a handful. Hey, if you ever want to come out on the Hometown Heroes. We got tomorrow night, Coast to Coast Racing Network here. Check them out at c2crl.com. At c2crl.com. Your boy, my hometown boy, Mr. Consistency. Randy Shreves, Mr. Consistency. All right, sounds like a winner to me. Right now, he's pretty consistent. Green flag's out. Remember, this is a bull ring style track. You've got to be kind of mindful. As you see old Moose back here, there's three wide racing going on. One of these guys are grabbing the wall, grabbing the middle, going down the bottom, catfishing. Well, you definitely call this a putt-putt lane. Don't get much speed up going around that bottom side. That's Jacob Moose right here. Then what he can come up with. He's down on the bottom. Him and Zach Chapman's battling it out. Zach's on the top side for the moment. Meanwhile, out front, Templeton, he's walking away. He's got almost a second lead. Yeah. Chats are right behind him. So your top two, man, are walking away. Third place got a little bit of breathing room, Speeds, and then Randy Shreves. Uh-oh, boy, I tell you. He got parked on the bottom. Not where he wanted. Excuse me, right in the middle right there. Patrick Spangler trying to throw the slide job on the inside. Is he going to be able to complete it? Nope. Not today. Not happening. .22 to go in this one. Got a lot of good ones. As your top guys right now are just kind of walking away. Speeds, he's trying to see if he can't move in. Kemper right there, hanging on the fourth. Everybody's kind of spread out single file for the moment. Go through this field. Let's see what we got. Boyce, Jacob Moose. All right, you go back here, man. Graham's trying to run in up on the back end of Moose. We'll watch these guys for a little bit. You just see you can't get that momentum going on this track. You run right up on the back end of somebody, next thing you know, boom, they're just there. Ain't nothing you can do. 18 to go here. Graham moves up to ninth. Remember a hard charger? Right now, a hard charger is Jeffrey Kemper. Up 5 spots in 4th place. Well, he's moving and grooving. Oh! Contact. Graham went up into the wall. That is not what he wants. He's up there anyways on that cushion, but he got a little help. Cody Graham right now. It looks like old Joe Moose. He's going to put this one. Oh, and then he just got run over. Are you kidding? Salty dog caution out on that one. And we saw that one just clear as day. I mean, he just got obliterated. Wow. Guy behind him, man, I don't know what he was doing. Came up behind, punted him in the butt. Bama. That was crazy. All right, well, green flag or caution out. About 16 to go here. Got some asphalt trucks going to happen here soon. That'll be fun. Martinsville style too. Who likes short track racing? I like short track racing. We got short track right here. Green flag's back at it. Extreme E-Speed TV sponsoring us tonight here for the Topside Tuesday here. Coast to Coast Racing League. Check us out on c2crl.com. I'm going to get all these words right for it's over with, folks. Get all tongue-tied up here. Kevin Spees right there with Schatzer. Those two guys are battling hard, and come on back. There we go. Yeah, you know, you try that slide job on the inside to see Kemper right there. The problem with this track is you don't have that momentum to slide up, and sometimes you have to get out of the throttle. Once you get out of that throttle, you feel all kind of momentum here. Well to go. Going by fast. Spangler and Company. Everybody kind of single file still. Actually, Spangler's is the man who's got the hard charger. Flatline Racing Body's hard charger. He's up to 5th, but he's up 6 spots. Kemper's up 5 spots. If he can get one more, he'll have the hard charger. Moose and Company back here. Jacob and them, they're battling. Boyce right there with them. It looks so slow going around this track. Oh, battle for second. Schatzer and Speeds, they're going to go at it. You got Schatzer on the inside trying to see if we can't put that slider on him. Not going to happen. Meanwhile, I'm going to tell you what, Templeton is trying to check out this company here. He is up in lap traffic already. He's got almost a 4-second lead. I don't know, Templeton's got a rocket pack. They're going to have to confiscate that virtual machine if there's anything illegal like virtual nitrous on it or something. Look at him run the top side cushion. Looks smooth. He's got this place figured out. Bees, he got around Schatzer. Schatzer's man fell back a little bit. Spangler, now he's moving in to try to see if he can't take up that 3rd place spot. He is a hard charging tonight. Up 7 spots already. Beauty. We're coming around. 5 to go here. Topside Tuesday. Making way for us. Spangler up top. Schatzer's there with him. Falls back to 4th. Spangler, man, up 8 spots. Kemper, Chapman, Reeves, falling back to 7th. Gilbert, free to go. Landis, Jacob Moose, he's got Boyce right here with him. They're all in lap traffic. Meanwhile, Templeton right there, he just lapped him. Wow. Templeton is just on another level tonight. These pro late models here, they're looking strong. Final lap, final time. It's all Brandon Templeton. He's going to win her tonight. Topside Tuesday, Extreme E-Speed TV Pro Late Model. Speeds is going to spring her home in 2nd. Spangler's going to come her home in 3rd. What a finish, man, here for these guys. That was a good run. Real good run. We'll get a word in with a couple of them. Very nice, very nice. And race control too, Spangler. Got Templeton, Bees, Spangler. We'll bring up old Spangler and get a word with him. Patrick Joy in the booth, got a copy?
Yep, gotcha.
Well, man, I tell you what, you was able to pull it up, man. Hard charging through the field, up 8 spots. Able to get up to 3rd, man. How was the track in the car?
Track was good. The top side was definitely the fastest, as long as you keep it out of the wall, and just had to miss the big wrecks there and able to miss it. And then other guys were going off top of the wall, so I could get around them.
Man, I tell you what, like you said, be able to get around them, come up through there, man, pick up a lot of spots. You got anybody you want to thank for a good finish?
Yeah, just you for the broadcast here on Tuesday and everything you do during the week. And I do other nights as well. And then Roger run the league, Tringle's racing, dad and uncle back home watching, wife here race, and yeah, that's it.
Man, there you go, man. That's our third place man right here. Well, let's bring up our guy. Second place guy here, Spees. Steve, enjoying the booth? You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Well, man, you was able to come home second tonight. How was that track out there in the passing going along?
Terrible. I think that's why you're asking, right?
Yeah, well, it looked. I mean, it looked like it was kind of hard to pass. I mean, it looked like more topside dominant.
Yeah, for these cars, this track really is terrible. It's one lane, it's up on that cushion, and I mean, it can be half a second to a second slower if you go anywhere else. So you really just have to ride along and kind of hope that you can react quick enough if the guy in front of you gets into the wall and you can cut down under. And I was just giving some apologies to Kurt before you pulled me up here, because I certainly didn't mean to get in and nose him around or anything like that. It's just you've got to be so close to be able to jump on it if you do get a chance, and that's what happens. So hopefully we'll just move on from this one and have some more racy tracks, because this just is not a great late model track.
Really short bull ring, like you said, but hey, you came home in second. Got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, just, thanks to everybody for coming out, running the late models. It's my favorite car, so glad that we get a decent car count week to week. Always happy to have more, but I think we got a good core group that races. So just say thanks to everybody, and, give my apologies out for some of those passes I made tonight. It's just the iRacing doesn't give you a lot of choice on how to do it on this one, unfortunately.
There you go, second place, man. This old Steven Spees, man, bringing her home. Well, this guy here, though, he had this place figured out somehow. Brandon, Joe in the booth, we got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you had this place figured out, and you was lapping the field. I mean, what did you have figured out? And probably most of these other guys were struggling.
I don't know. I probably just have a lot of laps in the late models. That's kind of what I ran a lot before I got into the league, and I've had a good look at that track and just try to keep it off the wall. It was super, super tight tonight, so you just had to keep trying to break it loose and pull it to the left, but I kept it out of the wall and brought it home.
Did you think if you had to maybe migrate down to the low line, it could have, been a little bit different on your momentum?
I think at the end it was starting to be a little bit more competitive with the top. The top was still just there, just enough probably to have an advantage, but some of those lap cars, I noticed they were getting harder and harder to pass, but it was definitely a high side track tonight, but you could make a few moves.
Dominating fashion tonight. You got anybody you want to thank here for the Extreme E-Speed TV Victory Lane?
I got to thank Jay with Dirt Track Bank. Everything they're doing to support us is awesome. What they're doing in real racing, propping up some series and some cars is just awesome too. If you need any banking or online banking and you like dirt track racing, give them a call or check out dirttrackbank.com. Got your 6 Racing Network and Joe Halter. What they're doing with Mission 22 is really cool. HDR race team, Joe, Kurt, and Brian, Extreme Images, Maley's Makery, Big C's Lawn Care, you for putting this on and doing the broadcast, and everyone watching at home, thank you.
There you go, winner tonight there, Brandon Templeton dominating it here. Well, folks, don't go anywhere. We got some asphalt racing, man, about to happen on Martinsville. We'll be right back here in just a few.
Before they go fast and start to power slide, we salute you with the big blocks 4 wide, the ground pounding, earth shaking, window rattling beast of the Northeast. It's the Big Block Butterfly Super Dirt Car Series.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our weekly race chat.
Adam Ross and Clinton Jeffrey are live and interactive every Tuesday night. Rivals Race Chat is your home for race discussion, debate, news, interviews, and more. They'll even take your questions and comments live on the air and talk to some of the newsmakers each week. Tune in every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on GeForce TV.
Yeah, Lucy Olson, talented sophomore.
All right, folks, we're back here. Got some more Coast to Coast Racing League action. This time, man, we go from the dirt to the asphalt. We saw the Pro Late models there. And that little short track. Good little race, though. This one shouldn't be too bad. Another short track here considered for the asphalt here, Martinsville style. Flat. Got a couple names that this place goes by. Got the like conveyor belt with 2 turns, paper clip, and it's two drag strips for the straightaways. Then you got turns on each end. Flat style track, real popular up in the Virginia area. So we're gonna see what these trucks can do. We're in practice right now. In about a few more minutes, we'll swing it on over here to qualifying. These boys up. Be too bad. Got a good field out here too. And one thing we like about short track racing, you got a lot of beating and banging that'll go on. There we go. Qualifying, springing on over here. So this is the Lucy Olson Salty Dog Truck Series. Now they follow their own standings also. So we'll get into that too. We'll probably get into that more next week because I have to get more up on it. Right now, qualified. Watch a few of these guys who's going to put it on the top side here. Get 2 laps to do the qualifying. That'll go by pretty quick. So let's watch this. See who's going to. Let me know who your favorite driver is. Got a little bit more newer guys out here. So Stephen Goldner. Haven't seen that name in a while. If I recognize any of these guys' names out here. I mean, I recognize them from the dirt side, but if I recognize any asphalt ringers that might come up in here. Let's see. Nick Shell, maybe. Not really. A lot of guys, man, looking like they're from the dirt side of things. New names out there I haven't seen before, so. Okay. All right, qualifying. See what happens here. Like Sean Gray's going to be the man putting it on pole for as of right now. Anybody else can come out here and just knock him off that block. Qualifying winding down here at Martinsville here tonight, Topside Tuesday. We had our Extreme E-Speed TV Pro Late models earlier. Now we got Lucy Olson, Salty Dog Truck Series here in Martinsville. God, what this place looks like. You gotta see it. Kind of looks like a paperclip. That's what they call it. It's got its nickname. Martinsville style. Flat style track, not very, very much of a banking on them turns, if hardly any. I mean, there's a slight banking on the turns, but it is considered one of the flattest. As opposed to, let's say, New Hampshire. New Hampshire is actually probably another one that's actually pretty flat. It's got a slight incline. You can see right there, just very slight. It's not 100% flat, but it's pretty flat on the turns. One groove style track, you might could get on the side by side on the start. You're not going to do a lot. Put some concrete to asphalt. You can see right there the two different ones. Concrete on the bottom, asphalt whipper on the top. Good track here. Been around for a long time. Be a solid race. Here we go. Let's grid them up real quick. We got Sean Gray's going to be the man taking it out front. Robert Lynch going to be starting in second. Like Kyle Moonen, he's going to start there in third. Dole Lawrence starting in fourth. Brad Witzel up in the fifth place spot. Peter Thompson in sixth. Stephen Goldner starting seventh. Cody Graham, he's there in eighth. Joseph Cornelis starting in ninth. Nick Shell 10th. Got Chris Schaefer starting 11th. Jim Bowie there in 12th. Mike Cranmer in 13th. Jeff Fitzpatrick 14th. Dominic Galenti in 15th. Hope I said it right. Roland Olson there in 16th. Roger Craig 17th. Brendan Lacey at 18th. Zachary Chapman 19th. And Gary Dick Callow, we'll just say Sieg right now in 19th. Woo! Good looking trucks too. I like looking at the trucks, man. They got good paint jobs on them. You see the Lucy Olson on the back end of that one. That's actually Robert Lynch right there. A nice looking machine too, 121. We'll get a shot, man, of all these good trucks out here. Good looking field too. And 19 machines about to do battle. Gotta have a little patience, but you gotta have a little urgency. Yeah, it's 100 laps out here, but it will go by very quickly on this short track. This is a fast track out here. Once these guys, man, get going, yeah, it can go by real quick. Pace car's gonna lead us off. Here we go. Topside Tuesday. Hit them likes and shares. We're live tonight here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network on YouTube, OSR Network on Facebook. Definitely check them out. We're going to see who the ringer is for our asphalt side of stuff. We know a lot of guys are fast on the dirt. Different mentality when you come on the asphalt side. There is no slide jobs. There is no kind of cocking that thing. You don't have to turn right to go left. Just turn left. If you're turning right on this one, you're in trouble. All I gotta say. And you're probably gonna see some trouble. I like the bump and run. I'm talking about a true bump and run, not somebody going up there wrecking somebody. You know, you get a true bump and run as you put your bumper on the back of somebody and you want them to carry more speed into the turn than they want to, and you push them up the track. Not catch them in the rear corner and turn them around. That's just wrecking them. And that means you ain't got the talent to get around them. That's all that got to mean. Here we go. Grayson Company up front. Green flag's about to start. Martinsville style.
Green flag.
2x2 marching it off. Inside groove is the dominant groove here at Martinsville. You could use the outside groove maybe on new tires, but you can already see that inside groove is where you want to be. So as soon as you can get down, better get down. As you see, that's what's going to happen. Lynch does. Got several cars already in the wall, just beating and banging, slamming around a little bit, popping off. Now, I said earlier, no slide jobs. Caution out, Salty Dog. Well, let's see what happened. Robert Lynch. Uh-oh. Lynch was up front, and then he just overdrove the turn. Got in the turn, then bounced off the wall, came back down. Oh, and then he just got slammed in the front. Got to hold them brakes, man. Got to hold them brakes. All right. Our first caution there. Showed it on the Malcolm Mills replay. Got to give a shout out to Mission 22 here tonight. Bringing out our restart zone. Lucy Olson, green flag. They're the title sponsor, Lucy Olson and Salty Dog. While we're waiting here, Salty Dog, man. I tell you what, it's the Salty Dog. They're Salty Dog Racing Team. They are composed of many of the senior members here at the Coast to Coast Racing League. So they got released from the home. They creating chaos. I guess that's why they call them the Salty Dog Caution. We gotta love it. Whenever there's 3 or more dogs are in a race, dog bone will be awarded to the highest finisher. I don't know when 3 or more of them's in here. I mean, who's the old? I know Roger Craig. Roger, got to give me a list of some of the senior members. I know you're one. Bob DeGood, but he's not in here. Yeah, you got to give me a list of some of them senior members. I got to get that one. I was just reading that there, so that way we can give everybody up on who the old folks home is out here, the old folks people. Out here on the Salty Dog team. So, all right, Sean Grace out front. Kyle Moon. I know I'm gonna get something from Craig now. Man, look. Brad Wetzel starting up at 3rd. Stephen Goldner, he's there in 4th. Cole Lawrence, that's your top 5 right now. Look at Red Bull machine. I'll line them back up. Double file it one more time. Light still on the pace car. The biggest difference, too, between asphalt and dirt is the laps count under caution on dirt or on asphalt. They don't on dirt. So our 100 laps, although we will have a green-white checkered if the caution comes out at the end. That's another big difference between dirt and asphalt. There we go. 2x2. Moon and Grace, Goldner, Wetzel, Thompson. Lights off on the pace car. Real easy to overdrive the turn here. You get in trouble, you need those braking points. When I raced this track, I spent like 500 laps just working on getting my brake pedal to where I would not lock up the front brakes on this thing and get the chatter out of it. You can actually feel the chatter. It's a green flag here at the Mission 22 restart. Lucy Olson, green flag. We're racing back in Martinsville. But you have to get the chatter out of those brakes. If not, man, you'll feel it. The truck will going into the turn right there. Because you're heavy on the brakes to get this thing lowered down. Back on the throttle. Watch the front end. Boom, right there. Heavy on the brakes. Halfway through the turn, then you're back on the throttle once it gets straight. Oh, big caution in the back. And another Salty Dog one. Let's see what happened. Uh-oh. Braking points is a big one, too. Watching right here. Fitzpatrick. Oh, well, he got in the back. Oh, got together a little bit. Tagged each other. That's all right. Okay, Malcolm Mills replay right there. Caution again. Leader out front, he's loving it so far. Got Grace. Kyle Moonen. Oh, Moonen, he's one of those long-time dirt trackers. Got a couple guys. Depending on how much fuel they got, I'm going to say they're going to have to make a pit stop. You're going to need tires. Depending on how much fuel. If they had 100% fuel, they could go the distance. But I don't think they run 100% fuel here. Look at the pit notes real quick. I like looking at the pit notes because it tells me all the guys who are Topside Tuesday. It also tells me the guys who are EOLs. NASCAR to the truck ones here. Let's see. 15% fuel qualifying carries over to the race. So, yeah, they're going to have to take a pit stop. They ain't making it 100 laps. Couple EOLs. Lacey. Singleton. Okay. Looking at the pit notes. Love it. Alright, Martinsville style. Who you rooting for out there? Who you got? Light still on the pace car. Tough short track in here too. Guys got free Kyle Moonen. I don't know what the reference is because Moonen is out here. Kyle's right in front of him in the Vanderbilt machine. Not quite sure. That's Kyle Moonen right there in front of us. I don't know why he's talking about free Kyle Moonen. Nonetheless, here we go. Pace cars in. Grace and company up front with Moonen. Have to set for green flag. Here we go. Mission 22 restart zone. And Lucy Olsen green flag. We're back at it at Martinsville. Grace gets that jump. Moonen there. We're already under yellow. Ooh, what happened? Back to Malcolm Mills replay. See what happened. Probably a checkup back here. Let's see. A little bit. Oh no, he spun the tires. Means he started in the wrong gear. Collected them and then he knocked that guy over and he came back on his wheels. All right, that's good. Yeah, that looked more like he hit the wrong gear. A lot of times you start in third gear. You can get away with second, but a lot of times it's better to start off in third. It all depends on where you're at. How confident you are with the tires. Looked like there he might have shifted that thing down one too many, because it spun awful quick on the start. Easy to do. It's a shift. Not hard. All right. Another Salty Dog caution here. They're one of our title sponsors here tonight, along with Lucy Olsen. So they double dipping the sponsors tonight. They overseeing here the truck series here for the Topside Tuesday, but they also got the Lucy Olsen restart or green flag and the Salty Dog cautions. Old Sean Grace right now is loving what he's seeing. Kyle Moonen, Goldner and Company, Wetzel, Amelis, line them back up, back green flag. The lights off on the pace car goes off, and No, we're gonna go one more time. Got Grace mooning. Top 2. Lead the field into the green. Martinsville style. Now we probably should see the lights off on the pace car. There we go. Let go back green. Be on lap 21 when we cross the line here. Getting a few green flag runs here. Just gotta have some patience on this track. If you don't, you're gonna wreck. Pace cars in. Racing company. Leading them out. Green flag. What a bad start. Right, heads off into turn 1. Those braking zones right. The old Moonin and Grace, they got the huge jump out front. You saw the 43 there, Wetzel. What he did, how he just drove it in there hard. You can do that to try to get an advantage. The problem is you're going to give up so much from the middle off of the turn because you're going to lose so much momentum. And the old saying, and most of this applies to road racing, slow in, fast off. You kind of head in kind of slow, come off of that thing kind of fast, and oh man, dig up there in the wall a little bit. That's what happens. You can overdrive that turn. Overdrive that turn just a little bit. Get yourself in trouble. Saw him, old Roger Craig back here, minding his own business in his 747 jumbo machine. Looking strong. Got a guy coming in on pits. Meanwhile, boy Grace, he's loving it. That must be your road, your asphalt ringer right there, because he's got this place figured out. Wetzel and Company, right along with him. That's Stephen Goldner. Now everybody kind of got spread out, kind of got the feel of the track. You can see right here as we're riding with him, you want to, hammer down on those brakes, let off, let it glide through the turn, then get right back on the throttle. You really don't kind of ease on the throttle unless you spin the tires really kind of hard on the throttle. It's an off-on type of thing at this track. Maybe you could start, giving a little gas, like right here, start giving a little gas, and then bam, just hammer it right there. You want it to be straight. You don't want it to be 100%, if you come out of that thing kind of crooked, that's when your tires, it's almost like road racing. When you come out of those turns, you want that car to be almost going straight before you hammer the gas. What are they going to call EV cars, man, when you mash the pedal? What are you, hammer the kilowatt or something? I don't know. Who knows? Have to come up with a new phrase. Look at this. It's going to happen back here around 13th place spot. Oh, Mike Cranmer. In front of him, he sees this battle. Again, you don't want to be stuck on that top side. Graham Schaefer right here. Graham trying to move it in. What's up, John? Hey, Sean looking like he's a great one. He's an actual racer. All right, what's he racing in real life there, John? What's he racing? It's cool. I mean, right now you can tell, but he's coming up on lap traffic. Now, this is where I say danger lurks at every turn for the leader. He's got to be patient here. And that's why, because, man, he almost got nailed. That happened right in front of him. See what happened to Malcolm Mills replay again. Just overdrove the turn, lost it. Boom. Nothing he can do. All right. Well, Grace was coming up there on lap traffic. And then, what happened? See what we got. Super late models, Indiana, Michigan. Okay. And Wisconsin. All right. Awesome, man. I tell you what, that is cool. Sean Grace, real life racer, races the late, super late models, Indiana, Michigan, and Wisconsin. They love short tracks. Now, I'm taking that super late model dirt, or is it actually super late model, the actual super late model's asphalt side of it? So, let me know which ones it is. I'm going to take its dirt side of things. But you said he's pretty good on dirt. But you also said he's actually pretty good on the asphalt, so, or short track. We can tell. Okay, asphalt. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and you know, and for the folks out there that's new, it's watching, they have what they call late models and super late models for dirt and asphalt. So that's why I asked him that, because they do have series that are different. So that makes sense. Oh, Sean Grace is out front here. He's an asphalt man. I knew he had to be the ringer. He had to be the guy. I could just tell by the way he was manhandling this track and move and going around it. Looks good. Moonin, Wetzel, Goldner. Lawrence, top 5. Roger Craig's going to make a pit stop. Lights back off on the pace car. Oh, lights off on the pace car. And I'm back up here again. Double file. Him and Kyle Moonin are cousins. Okay. I didn't catch all that, but him and Kyle Moonin are cousins. Mike got rid of the comment. I don't know what happened. Green flag back here to Lucy Olson. Green flag. Or Lucy Olson, Salty Dog, Topside Tuesday. Pickup truck races here. Oh man, I tell you what, Sig, he's having a hard time in the wall. Not the night he wants. Good race right around here. About 9th, 10th place spot. Schaefer, Bowie. Oh, okay, nice. Awesome. Was all Grace out front. Uh-oh. Far around. That's probably going... Oh, no, good. He got off the track. Good job. Good job. Look at Grace. So smooth. Graceful around his track, and he's hitting those braking points perfect. You see it right there, too. Kyle Moonin right behind him. Wetzel, Goldner, right on board here with old Goldner for a second. Looks good. thinking at the wheel, so he looked pretty smooth. Very smooth right there. That RPM go up there and it goes all the way down. Got a huge gear in the back of these things to get them off the turns. That's Grace out front. Got a kind of 3-truck battle going on here for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Or excuse me, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. That'd be Moonin. He's got Wetzel man trying to climb up on his back end. It's fueled by Budweiser, and I don't know if I'd be wanting to run Budweiser here now, so. But all the junk going on. If I'd be one saying I'm fueled by Budweiser, what they got at me. Moon is sitting in 2nd, Wetzel there in 3rd, Golden up in 4th. I still want to know the story behind the Goldner thing. He gets up in 3rd place, maybe I'll ask him with a free Moonin. Moonin's right there in 2nd. I guess we can ask Kyle too if he gets up here. Yeah. Lacey, Brennan, he's hanging on to 5th. Lawrence right there behind him. Got Lynch here for a Topside Tuesday run. Got a little green flag run going on. We're getting about halfway home here in this one. Schaefer and company back here in 8th. Got Graham there in 9th. Mellis. Don't want to lock them brakes up. Looks like he locked them up just a little bit. Split it in the turn. Not what he wanted. Gotta be smooth with it. That's what I was saying when I worked that. Make sure I didn't lock up the brakes. I didn't want them chattering. Because a lot of this track is how you get into that turn. Get into it too hard. Boom. Done. Dig out here. He having trouble. You know, you can get away with some damage too. But Roger Craig, he's in lap traffic right now. Trying to do what he can. Don't want to get in trouble. Oh, okay. And so he got suspended, Kyle did. So they made him a truck. I got you. Okay. Well, he's free now. He's doing good. He's in 2nd. For the moment, the Wenzel gets up there and punts him out the way. Goldner hanging on to 4th.
The yellow flag is out.
Come on, caution. Salty dog. Here, we'll see what happens. A Malcolm Mills replay. Just couldn't hang on to it. Like he drove it in just a little too hard. Tried to get it woed up. A little bit too much braking. Back in. Done. Now we got pit stops for the guys up front. Fast way home in this one. Grace is going to come in here. I'm going to say you pretty much got to take 4 tires of fuel. Yep. Taking 4 tires. Actually, Schaefer beat him off on pit road. Got a pit stop at 15:03 to Grace's. Grace had a pretty good pit stop. Oh, okay, Schaefer and Cranmer, they pitted at lap 32. Moonen actually beat him off with a 14:12 to a 14:43 pit stop. Okay. And that's what I'm talking about, how hard it is to pass here. Get that, you get that track position. Gonna see, it's keen. Very, very key here. Got a good group of field here tonight. Topside Tuesday. We had our Extreme E-Speed TV Pro Late models. Now we got the Lucy Olson Salty Dog pickup trucks. NASCAR trucks, that. These ain't your ordinary pickup trucks. These things go, turn left, go fast. I like the truck series. I don't really watch it a lot, but I do like the truck series. I don't know why it's probably not as popular as it is. Yes, it is popular. The trucks, man, are just, I don't know. It's just truck racing and it's cool. Pace cars in. Ready for our Mission 22 restart zone. And our Lucy Olson green flag back here at Martinsville. A new leader out front. Now we'll see what Grayson, man, the 70 didn't get going, and that's going to hurt Grace big time. Wow. Mike Cranmer just did not go and just stacked the field up. And up front, Kyle Moonen shoves his way around those guys with older tires. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Old tires is not going to work here. They're not going to be able to hold up. The field's going to come by. Now the question is, can Grace get around Moonen? See Graham right now going to work over the boys up here. Side by side, and everybody's just going to blow right by him. Nothing Schaefer can do. Schaefer tried to make a hole that wasn't there, and he got lucky that he was actually able to, I don't know, that triggered a yellow. But wow. Yeah, Schaefer tried to make a hole that was not there. Wasn't going to happen. Wasn't going to happen. Not today. Not today. Good running so far. New leader out front, Kyle Moonen. Now we'll see if Grace, because Grace is going to have to start on that outside lane. That outside lane is not the place you want to be. At all. I wouldn't want to be on the outside lane. Not here. I mean, he's going to have to. He's going to have to kind of. Got to do an aggressive move at front first. Yeah. See what happens. How y'all liking the show out there? It's pretty good so far. Guys not doing half bad. We're at 62. Moonen and company up front. Grace there with them. What do you think, John? I appreciate all our sponsors coming on board. Caution, caution. Well, can Kyle Moonen hang on to this one? Or is Grace going to be able to get right back by him? He got Brad Wetzel, excuse me, right there hanging on in the third. Cody Graham. Monster Machine at the Hoonigan game. In fourth, Noel Lawrence. Fifth place spot. Goldner's falling all the way back to sixth. Tough once you get Martin traffic here. Getting around. Tough one. Let's see. Lights off on the pace car. Drop off on in pit road. Back here to our Lucy Olson Salty Dog NASCAR truck tonight. Mission 22 restart. Lucy Olson green. We're back at it here at Martinsville. Little playing out. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, Grace has got an opening to get down. If I was him, I'd get down quick. Now he can work over Moonin up front. Got to think about maybe that bump and run. Big battles happening here for second, third, and for fifth and sixth. They're still 2 by 2. The longer you step on that top side, the longer you're going to get just run over. Graham falls back into fourth. Oh, Moonin came out of that thing, thought he was on dirt. And that's just going to leave an opening right there for Grace. One mistake. Bam. Kyle Moonin and Salty Dog caution. And the one thing about asphalt racing is you don't got to give back your position if you go around a guy and then he just overdrives the turn. Whoop. Hold the brake. Oh, he just goes off into the pits. Good job. The one thing about asphalt as opposed to dirt, that pass that Grace made, if that was on a dirt race and the caution came out like it did, he would have to give his spot back to Moonin. On asphalt, wrong. You don't do that. You don't have to. But that's a major difference between asphalt and dirt. So that pass was done right in time by Grace. But you saw the mistake by Moonin. Just came out of the turn, got a little bit too much gas, and spun the back tires coming out of the turn. And just that little bobble opened the door up for Grace. They went about 30 laps on fuel. Are they saving any fuel? Let's see. Look like Moonin's not. He's not right now. He's not even clutching it. At least be clutching it. Not. Flip the little switch there for the ignition. I think he's got it in fourth gear at least. Well, might be running around third. Let's see what old Grace is doing. They're not saving any fuel. So they're either contemplating that they're going to have to come in no matter what. Why save fuel? Like he's about in fourth gear. Third. RPMs are still pretty high. I think he's probably hanging in fourth. Usually that's what you do. You ride around in fourth gear. He's got a little damage on the nose of that machine too. Shouldn't hurt him too much here though. It's short track. Yeah, you got a little nose damage. A little cosmetic. No big deal. No harm, no foul. That's what you do on caution. You're either clutching it Or, you know, if you got a button box, I got one of them. You can flip the ignition switch, kill the ignition, ride a coast, flip it back on, or pop the clutch if you got a clutch on your rig. Save fuel that way, or ride around in fourth gear, which is a lot of times what you want to do anyways. If that thing in fourth gear so your RPMs aren't high, usually drops down around $3 grand, $2 grand. That saves some fuel. Any little bit helps. Here we go. Lights off on pace car. Get set, go back green. Pace car's in. Back to our mission 22. Restart zone. And here we go. Lucy Olsen green here to Martinsville. Grace gets that jump out front. Moonen's going to have to try to see what Grace did last time, get back down, and he does before Wetzelman is able to do it. Look at this crossover. And, you know, you see there for a second, I got the opening. You don't want to do a dive bomb in there because you're going to get into the side of that guy. You saw Grace. He diamond the corner. Perfect entry there. Moonen was way down too low. Saw Grace, though. Beautiful diamond into the turn. Everybody single file. Typical Martinsville start here. Got 26 to go in this one. Grace going to hold on out front. Can Moonen man come spoil the show? Old Brad Wetzel, he's going to get up here. You got Graham. A little further on back here. Thompson. Fitzpatrick. The old Roger Craig, he's hanging on. Bowie. In that old 58 machine. And that's not what you want to do right there. Just got bagged. They keep going. Good job. Not quite sure what that wasn't Schaefer. Not sure who that was. They got into each other though. Beating and banging. This man here though, he's dominating. And I mean dominating. Don Grace. Remember he got out front and he started lapping the field? Yeah. Moonen hanging on to second barely. Brad Wetzel's there with him. Got his buy right machine behind him. Here comes the monster, Cody Graham. He's trying to get up there. Riding here with Cody, see what he sees. He's that battle right there in front of him. 20 to go when he crossed the line. Oh, and you can see right there just how much the closing speed is here at this track. A guy in front of you just taps that brake a little bit, lets off the gas. You're right there on his back bumper. Little beating and banging, man. Never hurt nobody. Graham's going to look to the inside. Unless you just got that opening, you don't want to give up too much. Here comes old Lawrence behind him. Lawrence right there. 5th place. Goldner. Goldner's fallen off the pace a little bit. Remember, he was up there in 3rd place or 4th place for the longest time. Been able to make one position back up, but he's back in 6th. Hard charger tonight. Look at this. Brendan Lacey up 11 spots. Got the Busch beer machine out there. 414. Sounds like an area code. Maybe that's where he's from. I don't know. Got a truck in the middle of the track. Oh, that's Roger Craig. Uh-oh. Let's see what happened to the 474 Jumbo machine. 747. He just... Greg, racetrack ain't on the bottom there, my man. He just ran in a wall. Oh, he brought out the salty dog caution. Okay, Kyle Moonen comes in on pit road. Interesting, with 16 to go. Does that mean Grace is going to try to make it all the way? I don't see how he can. And he's not even saving fuel. I mean, he pitted on lap 52. That means he's going to have to go well over 40 laps on 15% fuel. I don't see it. Possibly. I mean, there's some guys that went 30-some. You got to factor in the green-white checker, too. I mean, you've always got to factor in at least one green-white checker. Whether there is one or not, you've got to factor that in to your pit strategy. So that's 3 more laps on top of. So you might want to just add 4 more laps to your pit calculation because you're running under caution too. And I always say, in a track like this, probably for every caution, you're going to gain maybe a lap of green flag fuel. So it takes about 4 laps of caution, give or take. I say right at about a lap of fuel. It might be more, but I usually stick to the old adage of 1 lap. So you're going to have to factor in at least 4 laps on top of. So if he's saying he can go 48 laps, which is what he's going to have to go, he's got to factor in. He's got to go 52 laps. That's what he's got to factor. I don't see it. I do not see 52 laps. I think Grace has got to pit. What do you think, John? You think old Grace got to pit out here, man? Let me know in the comments what y'all think. I'm pretty sure he's got to pit. There's no way. I mean, Moonen. Looks like Moonen and Lacey. They could go all the way. Green flag, here we go. Martinsville style, there'll be about 13 to go here. Pace cars in. Get to our Mission 22 restart zone. And the Lucy Olsen green flag's back in the air. Grace heading off into turn number 1. Ooh, look at that dive bomb there. Graham says, I want it. Gotta stay in front of Lawrence. Lawrence might want to think about dropping down, and who in the world that is back there in the back. Oh, truck around. That actually is, oh man. Cody Graham, he was up front. What happened to him? Did he get turned? A little bump in the back. Man, up there running like he wasn't. Oh. Kyle Moonen almost got involved with that too. Oh boy. Got a little nose damage. It'd be alright as long as it didn't hurt the truck, but that was our salty dog caution. Mills replay. Woo. Think, John, what you think? You think he's got it? So you think he can go 50-some laps? At least 50 laps on fuel. I ain't saying whether or not he can win the race. I mean, if he had enough fuel, yeah, I think he's got the race. I don't want to take anything away from him. What I'm saying is he pitted at lap 52. Now, these cautions are helping. I will say that. The more cautions that he gets, it is helping. But on the first pit stop, oh, I mean, it says he went 52 laps on the first pit stop. We'll see. That's a lot. A lot. Mooney got new tires. 15% fuel here. I don't think they can go 50. Probably can go 50 laps. We'll see. All in all, these cautions at this point, though, are definitely helping him. The thing I'm looking at too is he's not even saving any fuel. He's not even trying. He's got that thing in a high gear right there. I've got it in third. See right there, he's in fourth gear. You can see how much the RPMs are just hanging. He doesn't have it clutched. If he had it clutched, it'd drop all the way down to about 1,000 or so. If I can find somebody that's maybe saving. Nobody. Wow. He's got that thing way up in fourth. So does he. Oh, so he's run out of fuel before, huh? Well, I'm not 100% going to say he can't make it at this point because these cautions have helped. If it was green flag, then yeah, I would say he probably definitely going to have to pit. The cautions are helping him tremendously, along with all the other guys out there too, because he's not the only one that pitted at 52. I mean, you got Wetzel, Lawrence, I mean, the whole top 5 pitted at lap 52. And then you got Schaefer pitted at lap 60. Now he's got to go, 40 laps, so we'll see. 7 more laps to go. I mean, the cautions definitely will help. Green flag, and you see these guys already battling behind them here. Everybody trying to get what they can get. See Wetzel there in second. Goldner trying. He got in down there in third. Yes, he did. Lucy Olson, Salty Dog, Topside Tuesday. Mooney coming through the field. He's a madman. Got them new tires working. As long as he didn't hurt the truck motor by getting damage on it, that's not going to help. Boy, he's getting pushed down that front stretch. And a dive bomb. That's what we was talking about right there. Boy, the 08 just drove it in. Killed them all. Salty Dog caution. Let's see what happened. 08 just drove it in. And just ran into him. Knocked the Bush machine, the Lacey out the way. It's your Malcolm Mills replay. I don't know if you get EOLs here or not. We are going to have a green-white checkered, by the way. I mean, Graham doesn't have a lot to lose in the longest line. He's only going to lose a couple spots. Now let's see what Grace is doing. Nope. Still not saving fuel. Nope. He's confident at this point, which these cautions have helped him tremendously. I'm going to say again, without the cautions, he's hurting. The cautions have helped. I think the cautions helped. You can see Wetzel and them, they're in a low gear. Lawrence, if anybody's actually clutching, nobody's clutching. I know a lot of these guys are dirt track guys, but do they know under caution that you could clutch the machine and turn it off and it'll turn back on? It's not like a dirt car. He's got his off. It's not like a dirt car where you had to push it and turn it on, or a sprint car, that is. These things, you know, you pop clutch, they'll come back on. Motor wheel, it'll fire back up. It's been a good night here for the Topside Tuesday. We had our Extreme PTV Pro Late models earlier. Now we got our Lucy Olson Salty Dog NASCAR Truck Series here. Oh, Sean Grace out front. He's been graceful too. Gotta hang on here. First attempt at a green-white checker. I think we get 3 attempts, by the way. 3. If lights go off on the pace car. Yep. Going green this time by, like I say, first attempt, green, white checker. Good running here too. Tune in, we got Hometown Heroes tomorrow night, folks. Got a lot of action tomorrow. Got 305, 360, 410 wing sprints, and then we got the car tours. Stay tuned to that tomorrow. Getting set to go green here. Mission 22 restart zone. And Lucy Olson, green flag. You see Sean Grace instantly get that jump out front. Brad Wetzel right behind them. Big battle for third. And yellow out already. Wow. Oh, Kyle Moonen. What happened? Oh, man. Really? Ram just took him out. Wow. Thought about getting back up there on him. He thought about it. You know what? Let race control handle it, Moonin. I'd let race control handle that one. I got a feeling it's going to be some more pit reports coming next week. We'll have to stay tuned and read. That was kind of sketchy. So green white checker attempt number 2. How the green white checkers work? We go green. If a caution comes out before they get to the white flag, well, we line them back up and we try it again. They get 3 attempts. On the 3rd attempt, though, if they go green and a caution comes out, the race is over with. We don't restart it from there. But if any one of those restarts, they make it to the white flag, it's official at that point. They race it out to the checker. Big difference between that and dirt. All right, can Sean Grace hang on here at a madhouse here tonight? That's short track racing for you at Martinsville, though. Or maybe Witzel or somebody's going to come up here and try to steal it. Goldner. Don't know. Wait and see. Lights off. Attempt number 2. Stack them up here side by side. Pace cars in. Bring them around here to our Mission 22 restart zone.
Green flag, green
Now Lucy Olson, the green flag's in the air, and Grace wastes no time. Get out front. Big one back here is with Goldner and Lawrence. The third. We can't get to this white flag. White flag. Here we go. This one's official. Grace out front. Battle's on for about fourth place here. Lynch hanging on to it. Final turns, final time. That man, Sean Grace, is going to hang on and win. Brad Wetzel comes home in third, and Goldner is going to bring her home in fourth. Solid finish to these guys here tonight. Man, we'll get a couple of them up here and get a word with them. Good job by some of these guys here, too. And our hard charger. Who our hard charger was? Really going to be Roland Olson. Up 6 spots. He beat out Roger Craig by 1. Ooh, they tied 6 and 6, but Olson was in front. He gets it. All right, let's bring up Goldner. See you, Joe, in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you, Joe.
Well, man, tell you what, you was able to rumble up there and get up to third. Up and down ninth for you, though, man. How was you feeling?
Pretty good. Car was pretty good. We kind of screwed ourselves up there on pit road under that one caution where everyone pretty well pitted. We lost a bunch of spots. Definitely need to fix that for next week. But, yeah, pretty good truck all night. Messing with brake bias a little bit to get it figured out a little bit better, but drove pretty good all night.
No doubt. Got you up to third. I like that paint job out there. It says free cow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was given a week off last week, so we're going to keep running the rest of the season.
Hey, no doubt about it. Well, I'll tell you what, he was able to get up there and get to third. Had a good night. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I got to thank all the guys at Vanderbilt and Sean and Brad. They're all great guys to hang out with and have a good time on a Tuesday night. Wegman Brothers, Ball.com, Velocity Race Designs, Fits Perfect Photography, you, Joe, for the broadcast, Roger, everyone with the league, Moon and Racing Engines, and that's about it.
There you go. That's old Stephen Goldner. He's pulled it off here tonight, bringing it home in third. Bring home our second place man here, old Brad. Brad, you in the booth? Got a copy?
Yeah, I do, loud and quick.
Well, I tell you what, you're looking bad fast out there. You was able to get up, but anything you could have done maybe to get up near old Sean?
I don't know. He has a secret to get around this place somehow. I don't know what it is, but yeah, he's tough here.
No doubt. Well, you was able to pull it home in second tonight. Kind of up and down night. Was you worried at any time throughout the race?
Yeah, they were definitely taking care of tires was a concern, but just avoiding the accidents. We kind of figured it's short track racing, and it kind of showed. And when those incidents add up real quick, and when you get stacked up in the field, it's hard to pass out here, especially on longer runs, green tires. So yeah, there's lots of things to try to avoid.
Well, you was able to pull it off. Hang on to second. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I got to thank all the guys at Vanderbilt. You guys for being up in the booth. It's always a joy to watch. Roger Craig at C2C, thanks for putting on the league. That's about all.
There you go. That's second place man, Brad Wetzel. Well, let's bring this guy up here, Sean. Sean, join the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Well, I tell you what, you had the Red Bull on that thing. You definitely had wings, and it was flying high. Was some of the cautions, though, worrisome to you, though?
A little bit, not too much. I knew as long as I could get a good start and, just get a quick jump, I'd be all right. But I wasn't really too worried with, Brad and Goldner behind me. I knew they were going to race hard, but they weren't going to do anything too dumb.
No doubt. Well, you got marred in traffic on that one pit stop. Was you a little worried on that one?
Yeah, a little bit, because I was worried I would get shuffled back on that restart. But luckily it all worked out, and I was able to get down to the bottom and work my way back up there.
Oh, no doubt. Well, man, I'll tell you what, you dominated this place here tonight. A couple times got out there lapping the field. You got anybody you want to thank for a good finish?
Yeah, I got to thank the Vanderbilt boys. Definitely thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. It's always fun to watch. Zach Chapman for taking the time to admin. Roger Craig putting in a lot of time. Just a good time, fun race.
No doubt. Well, there you go, folks. That's the winner tonight. Sean Grace putting it in victory lane for our Topside Tuesday here. Lucy Olson and the Salty Dog bringing you the NASCAR pickup trucks here. And we had Extreme E-Speed TV for the Pro Late models earlier. Well, tune in tomorrow night. We got Hometown Heroes. And if you've missed the action in the past on that one, you don't want to miss it tomorrow night because we're back at Kokomo for some awesome wing sprint action on the dirt with the 305, 360, and 410s. And then we go to the car tours on the asphalt side. Till then, everyone have a good night.